The dogs and I were in a new place today. We're in Arizona still. But we're heading towards Sedona right now. Sedona's got some new camping rules there, so I'm kind of not looking too forward to going there because it's going to be different than last year when we went. You can check out our videos there, and you can camp all over the place there last year. But now this year, they have like designated camp areas. So we're going to be kind of grouped in with multiple people. And it could be crowded. Maybe it's not too crowded, hopefully. So I decided to stop at this place and check this place out. And it's pretty cool right now. There's some ATVers around, but it's pretty quiet actually. The freeway is only about a mile that way. So I can also hear the freeway noise, the highway noise. I'm just being a little cautious of rattlesnakes. We're up a little bit higher in elevation, so hopefully it'll be okay, but I'm not positive. And there's not a trail here from the campsite that I found, but this is like a creek, little creek bed. So I'm using this as the trail. The good thing about this is the sand. Here, I'll show you. The sand here is kind of nice because you can look for snake tracks. So if I see anything that looks like a snake has crossed through here, that'll give me a good warning sign. This whole creek bed is like that. Some coyote poo. So this is sort of a road, but there's no way you could get really any vehicle through that. There's a little side road here for like a serious off-road vehicle. And there's some cool rock formations up there. So I think I'm gonna hike up to the top of this hill, get a good view. And you can see my camp from the top of this hill. We're kind of down over on the other side of this hill camped. Wow, look at these flowers. Dang. This is actually pretty epic up here. It goes way back out there. And out here is the highway. You can see tons of traffic out there. And you can definitely hear the noise. Right now it's actually not so bad because the cars are stopped, so they're not making as much noise. But right over here you can see where we're camped, down on the other side of this hill. I'm looking for snakes as I walk because I just got in here last night, so I'm not very familiar with this area yet. So there, we're camped right down there. Found a good little campsite. It was kind of steep coming off the road. It actually goes down quite a bit right there. But we made it down just fine. I'm a little worried about going up, although I think it's gonna be fine too. But I think I have to go back down this road about a quarter of a mile. And then there's a spot I can turn around down here and then come back this way to get back out, to get back on the highway. I think that's like my safest bet, because it's a little bit of a tight turn to come up this and turn right there, which is the way I want to go. You know, and we really lucked out because this road right here is like kind of in perfect condition for hauling the trailer through. I was a little sketched out just because I'd never been on this road before, but it turned out it's pretty nice. I think it's nice all the way through. So if I wanted to go down further to get away from the highway here, I could probably keep driving down this road into this territory where it's just hills, and so I'd get a lot of privacy from the noise. But these flowers out here are pretty cool. All right, so let's take a look at the driveway to my campsite. It's not gonna look as bad on camera, but it's pretty steep. I just did it really carefully and it actually worked out pretty well. I know it doesn't look that bad now that I'm up here. On camera, I know it doesn't look that bad. But if you can kind of see this is ground level here. So it goes over this little lip right here. It's really not that bad. Now that I look at it from this angle, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem coming back up. But I'm gonna wanna be on 4x4. If I wasn't in 4x4 hauling the trailer, then, you know, the trailer is really heavy, so in a two-wheel drive, I could slip and spin here. I think you could probably still make it up, but you're gonna spin out a few times and you might have to back it up a couple times and get good traction before you can come up this steep part right here. Okay, go back to camp. Back to camp. This is a big prickly pear, one of the biggest I've seen. These leaves are pretty fat. You can eat these if you take the spines off. You cut a leaf off and then you cut the spines out, which is pretty hard to do, but you can eat them raw and you can saute them, cook them up, put them in salads, that kind of thing. I got Echo on the leash. I know I'm not holding it right now, but he was smelling something out here in the bush. So I wanted to keep a little bit of control of him in case he chased something. is kind of a trek. Echo, hold up. Getting through this wash here. You can't even see it where we came from. You know, I'm really just worried about snakes. I heard a cow last night, so that could get Echo's attention if we see one out here. So I know they're out here. But I'm trying to get down to the big wash here through this little wash. Ends up in the big wash. A lot of times I turn around because it gets a little sketchy. I'm just not familiar with this part of the wash. I don't see any snake tracks. There's bird nests in this prickly pear. I've never seen bird nests in prickly pear before. There's two more nests here. It's like a double-decker nest. Gotta make my way through these sticker bushes. Ouch. You guys ready to go back to camp? Let's go back to camp. Let's go back to camp.